Good evening, good people, and welcome back to another late night vibe with Nights with Nyomi, your host, Naomi. Where the lights are low, the conversations are loud, and the truth, well, the truth refuses to stay quiet. Tonight's topic, luxury travel. Is it a lifestyle or performance? Do folks really do they really fly across the world to find themselves, quote unquote? Or are they just trying to find the right angle for the Instagram post? Now listen, I love a first class if I ever had one, and a beach view at a hotel just as much as anybody would. But some of y'all are out here booking flights with no personality in the carry-on, okay? And we're gonna talk about it. So grab your drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Because tonight, we're unpacking more than just some luggage. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Naomi, where we vibe, spill, and keep it real. So turn down those lights and turn up the volume. It's time for Nights with Naomi.
Certain things that you do that makes me think that you love me, but you don't love nobody, boy. You just want my body, you want that fake love, giving that fake love. You want that fake love, giving that fake love.
Late nights and I'm looking for something sweet like a sweet tooth. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining in. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday and hope you had a good week and starting this week off right, okay? I wanted to get into this topic today, which is going to be about luxury travel. You know, is it a flex or is it a genuine life experience? And I feel like this is really fitting for right now with it being the holiday season. People are traveling, people are out, mingling, socializing. Like, this is the holiday season for, traveling. So I was like, I want to know, because you see a lot on social media, people portraying something and it's not necessarily the case. And we know this. Come on now. Let's not be naive. We know some of the stuff they show on social media is not necessarily true. We've even seen celebrities do this at times where they'll post something and then they've gotten caught, We're not going to name any names. You're not going to shade nobody, but you guys know, you guys seen some people. And so I was like, I would love to bring this to the pod and let's talk about it and just see what you guys think about it. What's your view and take on it, So, do people really, travel for the experience or just for the likes, Let's be honest. Do they only show one moment, making it seem like it's something extravagant, and that's actually not the case, I feel as though a lot of social media is definitely not what you expected to be. They hype it up and it's really not like that. So don't fall into the hype. Don't think, oh, this person's really doing it big. Now granted, they may actually be doing it big, but it may not be to that certain degree, you know what I'm saying? And so with it being a holiday season, people traveling, like I said, what is a vacation that you guys would like to go to, that you've seen someone go to, and you're like, I don't know, What do you guys think? Let me know. Has there ever been a moment? And okay. Has there ever been a moment, right, where you talk to your friends I don't even know if this is actually a friend though, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. You're having a conversation. Let's say you're having a conversation with your friend. You say, "Oh, hey, I would love to go to Japan." We'll just say Japan. And next thing you know, you see them on IG like a week or two later at Japan. In Japan. Nah. You know what I mean? You'd be like, come on now. I had just talked to you about this and now you in it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Do you think most people actually vacation the way that it's portrayed on social media? Or do they only show the moment where they aren't actually like sweating or arguing with the spouse, or like actually showing them being broke and trying to just portray this lifestyle, you know? Because I mean, you can take a picture and make it seem like it's something when it's really not, you know? So it's, I don't, And the reason I brought this up, this conversation up, like I said, it is holiday season, so people are going to be traveling. So you're going to see a lot of people on social media posting and out. But it's like, come on now. Is it really like that? Is luxury travel even luxury anymore? Or has social media made it feel like everyone's pretending to be richer than what they actually are, you know? Like, is it really like that? So like, okay, for myself, when I like to go out, when I like to travel, I really don't like to post too much. So I'll post on my social media. I'll mainly like post on my stories and stuff. But I really don't like to post too much. I really like to enjoy and spend time with the people that I'm with and just experience that moment, because, you know, I'm not going to have that moment again. That particular moment will not happen again, and I want to be in it when it happens. Of course, it's nice to take pictures and look back on that moment and think about it, but I don't want to be consumed and constantly in my phone while I'm on vacation. You know, I want to really have this genuine experience in this moment and be in this place I've never been to before. And so people have a way of just like wanting to be so consumed in their phone, showing off their lifestyle. And I think those people who actually do it, the people who actually have to constantly be on their phone, constantly on social media, I feel like there's something with them that they have to have some type of validation. They have to have some type of, oh, look at me. Like, they have to have that attention constantly, you know? Now, of course, today, we do have content creators. We do have influencers who do this for a living, who actually have a job and who actually have to post and make content because that's how they make their money. So that's good. But I think it's all about moderations and how you do it. Of course, we even have, you know, content creators who travel for a living to post about where they're at. But I feel like they only do it for a certain time for that particular product or whatever they're trying to do for that content, whatever the case may be. And then after that, then they should, you know, be off their phone and go enjoy that time or go enjoy it. But constantly being on 24/7 is a bit much. Like, that's excessive. Like, come on. There's just, I don't know. I'm the type of person where, like, I like to unwind. I like to be to myself when I can be and not have to constantly be on my phone. I want to enjoy the people and the time I have, because I really don't have that much time to really be on vacation and have fun with those people, you know? So when I have those moments, I want to be able to enjoy those moments. Yeah. And so I just want to know, you know, what do you guys do? What do you guys like? When you guys are on vacation, when you guys are traveling, do you guys constantly are on your phone posting about where your whereabouts? And then honestly too, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Me personally, me being who I am and being in this industry and stuff, I can't really post exactly where I'm at all the time just for my protection and for my safety. I do have to be mindful of that. So I wouldn't constantly be, on live or saying, hey, I'm at such and such, da da da, because who knows, someone can just run up on me. So you do have to think about that. To keep that in mind. But is it still a vacation if you spend half of it editing pictures, looking at, good lighting and trying to keep up with the travel influencers? Is it really a vacation? I feel at that point it really becomes more like a job. It becomes a little more taxing on you. It just becomes a little too much. And so I want to say this: when you guys are out, when you guys are doing your holiday vacations, whether it's with the fam, with the friends, whoever you're going out with, I want you guys to just enjoy your time while you guys are out there. Of course, be on your phone, take some pictures, have fun, but just do it in moderation. You know what I'm saying? Just don't constantly gotta be on your phone and constantly have to show out for that person that you want to. So I'm gonna ask you guys one last question, okay? One last question, okay? Do you feel like modern luxury travel is more of a escapism, avoiding real life instead of actually experiencing your life? Do you think people just go and travel just to escape from what they're actually experiencing back at home? Just to, like you said, betray something that's actually not. Maybe it's actually a call for help. Maybe they're actually experiencing something and they're like, hey, look at me, I'm actually doing good. And no, you're not. But I feel like with those, you probably have telltale signs too. I feel like you definitely, well, if you pay attention. That's, yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. So now we're going to go ahead and switch over and you know what it is when you guys hear that sound. When you hear that sound, that means it is game time. Game time is when I like to choose a topic based on what we're talking about. I have to choose the game based on the topic. My apologies. And we like to play with it, okay? I choose a scenario, we ask you questions, and you go from there. You guys are probably like, what is she talking about? You just said a lot, and you probably confused yourself and saying, yes, I probably did. I did. So, yeah. But you guys know how it is. You guys know game time, how we play game time. So yeah, game time. This topic for today, since like I said, we're talking about traveling, luxury travel. The game is going to be Real Traveler or Flex Traveler. So that's the name of the game. I'm going to have some scenarios. We're going to go through these scenarios. You're going to choose either Real Traveler or Flex Traveler. Okay? Okay? All right. Good. Let's get into it. So, all right. It's game time. So tonight on Game Time, I'm going to describe travel scenarios and we're going to call what it is. Scenario number 1. Boom. Post nothing but beaches and boats, but sleeps in a shared hotel room. That's a flex traveler. Think about it. You post nothing but beach photos and at the boat, and you're sleeping in a shared hotel room. Come on now. That you're just trying to be a flex traveler. You're just trying to show out. Next scenario. Takes the cheapest flight, eats street food, learns the local culture, and barely posts. Oh, that's a real traveler. That's a real traveler. I mean, and you don't necessarily have to pick the cheapest flight. You just pick the flight that's convenient for you. And then you're actually eating the street food and learning the culture and just barely posting. Yeah. See, that's what I call a real traveler. You're actually enjoying the experience and the time as you're there. So yeah, that's a real traveler. Okay, number 3. Buys designer suitcase, but the suitcase is empty. Dude, that's a flex travel. Why are you buying a designer suitcase and there ain't nothing in it? I'm just telling you, if I'm buying a designer suitcase, it's finna be put clothes up in that. We finna go. I'm not finna buy that and then not use it. Come on now. Make it make sense. See what I just did there? Make it make sense because of my song. Make it make sense. I know, guys. I know, I'm lame. Next scenario. Okay. Interacts with locals. Tries new things. Forgets to take pictures. Oh, that's a real traveler. I mean, sometimes it happens. You get so caught up in what you're doing that you forget to take photos, but you have the experience, you have the memories to look back on. So you may not necessarily have the photos, but you have that time. So I would say that's a real traveler. Number 5. Books a luxury Airbnb, but spends the whole trip inside taking selfies. No, that's a flex traveler, and we're not doing that. Let me tell you this. If we go on vacation, do not stay inside the hotel. I'm the type of person, when I travel, I have to be out. I want to go out and do stuff, whether it's ride an RV, go on a hike, go see the elephants, go ziplining. Like, I want to do something. We're on vacation to go out, to have fun, to experience something that we've never done before. I experienced being in my house. I experienced being in a hotel. That's cool. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't like people that are like, oh yeah, well, I just want to stay in. Why did you come? Wait, what? You did all this for nothing. No, we need to go out. We need to have fun. We need to go do stuff. We need to go out. Whether that's going out to the club too. I mean, we gotta live, have fun, experience life. Number 6, it's the last one. Okay. Shows you the bad parts, delays flights. Okay, wait. Shows you the bad parts, delay flight, lost luggage, bad hair, real moment. Oh, that's a real travel. So they're pretty much showing you like everything about traveling or what it's actually like, having the flight be delayed, having your lost luggage, having, your hair all messed up and a frantic and those actual life experience that you experience, which I hate. Yeah. Even your flight being canceled, like I do not like that. That's one. Let me tell you this one time. Story time. Okay, so me and my best friend, you guys met her. She's been on the pod before. Chantel. Shout out to Chantel. Woo woo. So me and Chantel, we had planned a trip. Now this was a spontaneous trip. Like I literally, this is how I know she's my best friend, because I can literally call her up and be like, "Hey, what's up, ho? We need to go," and she'd be like, "All right, what time you need me to be there?" Like, that's a true friend. Like, that's a true friend. So shout out to Chantel. Yeah. So let me tell you about this, right? Okay. So I had called her up and I said, "Hey, I need to go to Detroit. I need to fly to Detroit, Michigan, and I need you to come with me." She's like, "What? Like, when? Like, what do you mean?" "I can't talk about it. I just need you to come with me. Would you be able to fly out with me?" "Okay, well, when do we need to go?" "We need to leave this weekend." "This week?" "Yep. I'll buy you a plane ticket. I just need you to come." "All right, okay, cool. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna let you know about all the information on the ticket." All right, boom. Did that, called her back, sent her her ticket. That weekend, we flew out. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me bad back. My bad. Let me bad back. When we get to the airport, before we even get to the airport, the train was delayed, right? So, cause we took the MARTA train, instead of actually driving down there, cause like going through Atlanta, like I don't like to drive down to Atlanta. So we took the train. We took the MARTA train. The train was delayed. So like that's one issue, right? All right, cool. Train finally came. Get on the train. Boom. Get to the train. Go all the way down. Finally get to the airport. Now at this point, this is when the whole flights, the flights were like glitching and flights were getting canceled and delayed and all that shignig scenario was happening. Like, I want to say, yeah, I think it was last year when that was happening. All that glitch thing with the flights stuff happened. Yeah, that's what we're doing this time when we was flying. So we get there. Our flight keeps changing. The gate keeps changing, as will NTSA. So we're like, yo, okay, now it says go to gate C. Now it says go to A. It just keeps changing. I'm up here in a frantic. Like, I just need to get to Michigan because I had to get down there. Like, this was an emergency. Something was going on. I had to get down there. The gate kept changing. I'm up here in a frantic, trying to figure out, like, what's going on? Why does this gate keep getting delayed? Right? So at this point, we're going to the gate that I told us to now, the new gate. Get to the gate. The people that we saw at the previous gate are there as well, but they're talking to the flight attendant at the front desk, right? They're talking to them. I overhear them talking, saying, oh yeah, I'm sorry, your flight got canceled. I'm like, what? I go inside the app, look at my flight ticket, boom, canceled. Oh my God. I'm upset now. Now my flight got canceled. I'm panicking. I overhear them talking, saying, hey, but you can go down, all the way back down to the ground transportation and speak with your airline to reschedule your plane. All right, fine, boom. Me and Chantel, now we're racing down to ground transportation to go speak with our airline to tell them, hey, I need to change my flight to like the earliest flight that can be, like the earliest flight that can leave out, right? This line, when I tell you, is wrapping all the way down to TSA. This line is so long. We were not the only flight that had gotten canceled from different airlines at this too. Oh my gosh. Now, of course, you have different lines for different airlines, but the line I was in was the longest line. I'm up here like, okay, what we gonna do? As we're in line, I can hear people say, oh, they don't have any flights today. They don't have any flights until 2 days. I'm like, no, I need to leave and be in Detroit the next day. I can't wait 2 days. So I'm up here trying to figure something out. I'm panicking. My friend on her phone trying to see if we can take the train. Is it the M train? I think it's called the M train. See if we can take the train to Detroit. I was like, I don't even know if you could take a train to Detroit. Okay, what about the megabus? Like, I'm up here just trying to look at anything. What can we do? How much does a lift cost to get to Detroit? Like, I'm trying to figure out any possible way to get down there. I'm up here even looking at other airlines. They're all canceled. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the heck are we gonna do? So we finally get up to the front desk, speak to the receptionist. We find out there's no flights until the next 2 days. Everything else is canceled and all the other ones are booked. So we have to at least we won't be able to fly out until 2 days later. We can't do that. I tell them, hey, never mind. Can I just get a refund? We can't do refund. We'll put you as a credit and you can use that for another time. All right, fine, cool. So then we end up leaving. I'm talking to my best friend like, hey, what are we gonna do? She's like, you want to drive? I'm like, bet, let's drive. Forget it, whatever. It's you and me, let's drive. So we literally drove to Detroit. Oh my gosh. When I tell you that was like the longest drive, but it was so much fun too. But it was just like, hey, we got to get there. We just going to do it. So we literally got everything in my car. We loaded up and we headed out to Detroit. We finally got to Detroit. And when we got there, we got settled in, got a hotel, all that good stuff. Had a good time that night. And then we ended up waking up the next day, and we had to, we went down there and did what we had to do, and it all worked out in the end. But like, I was just like, yo, all this was happening, and it was just like, I'm not gonna let anything stop me. Nothing stop me from getting to Detroit. I have to get down there. I have to be there. You see what I'm saying? So, but when I tell you, I was just like, oh my God. I was panicking. I was just like, yo, this can't be happening right now. Like, are you serious? Is this really, So, yeah. So that's my story time. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go get into Sip and Listen. Sip and Listen to when we go back in time or forward and we listen to a song from my catalog. And today I have my song, drum roll please. That was an explosion, not a drum roll, but we get it. It's okay. Coast to Coast. Yes. So let's go ahead and get into it. I feel like this is very fitting with us traveling. Like I said, we're in the holiday seasons. Coast to Coast is just the song to listen to. So let's go ahead, sit back, listen, have your drinks, and just vibe out to Coast. Okay. Yeah. Listen. Hey, see me going in, now this shit's getting lethal. I got all these bitches trying to act like they my people, but really when we linking up, shit ain't nothing equal. Watch me coming up like back to back on sequel. Put up on the gas, yeah, I had to move the needle. Had to show y'all bitches how to do this shit legal. So that kicking in, spy your senses say it's evil. Cause the vision going coast to coast like it's on Regal. Ay, what? Like it's on Regal. Going coast to coast. Ay, moving up the ladder with my team like snakes and ladders. They gon' be the ones to the end that really matter. Yeah. Came up in the game like I came from draft pig. As I pick you bitches all one by one, I pick up stage. Cause my hand all in the game, got it fitted like a glove. I don't give a fuck on what you think on what it was. Speaking on my beauty, that shit that don't impress me. I got certain rappers think they famous, they can test me. But really when we linking up the shit they don't dress. Houston, Atlanta, Memphis, where I stayed, I'm on my set. Locked inside the game like I threw away the key. Cause the vision going coast to coast when they with me. Ay, see me going in, now this shit's getting lethal. I got all these bitches trying to act like they my people, but really when we linking up, the shit ain't nothing equal. Watch me coming up like back to back on sequel. Put up on the gas, yeah, I had to move the needle. Had to show y'all bitches how to do this shit legal. So that kicking in, spy your senses say it's evil. Cause the vision going coast to coast like it's on Regal. Ay, what? Like it's on Regal. Going coast to coast. Ay, running up the clock like the game in my possession, nigga. I ain't got no time for no bitches that be testing me. You acting like I need you, but your ego got you boosted up. You gon' make me switch up on you niggas when we link up. Ay, cause I said what I said and I did what I did. Gave y'all a shot and you blew it, don't forgive. I don't give a fuck what you think on what this was. Showed y'all my hands and you spat in my demands. Now I'm on the up and shit ain't go as planned. Now you wanna come back around with open hands, cause what? Cause they see me going in, now the shit's getting lethal. I got all these bitches trying to act like they my people, but really when we linking up, the shit ain't nothing equal. Watch me coming up like back to back on sequel. Put up on the gas, yeah, I had to move the needle. Had to show y'all bitches how to do the shit legal. So Make some noise, make some noise. That was Coast to Coast, man. I love that song. That's one of my best songs, I feel, man. Like I love that song. I love that song. I love that song. Oh, man. That's Coast to Coast is out now. Go ahead and listen to it on all platforms except for Spotify. And let me know what you guys think. Run it up. Have fun with it. Going coast to coast, guys. I'm going places, man. I'm going places. Hope to see you guys on the way, man. Hey. So, I have a question. Have you ever been on vacation and not used your phone? What was it like? Was it fun? Do you feel as though the most authentic vacation is the experience where you or just enjoying time with family and friends? You know? And if you couldn't record or post anything, where would you travel and why? If you couldn't record or post anything on this vacation trip that you went to, where would you travel and why? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I want to know your thoughts, okay? Now we'll get into the part where we get to our outlandish questions. Just clap it up. Outlandish questions is when I like to do something crazy, different, has nothing to do with this topic, just a random question that keeps it funny, keep it lighthearted, and want to know what your thoughts are. So I want to give a quick shout out to, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name. I apologize. Okay. Ready, or is it? I think it's Ready Red 436, if I'm not mistaken. I 100%. I apologize 100%. I'm like super sorry if I mispronounced that, but I believe it's Ready Red. He had commented on one of my posts. Shout out to him. He likes to call me Nene. I love that name. Shout out to him. And so we had talked, and I was like, "Oh, this would be a cool discussion to bring onto the pod." I told him, like, let's talk about it, right? So I want to ask you guys this. This is the trolley dilemma Nyomi edition, okay? Nyomi edition. So we recently, back on the pod, a couple episodes back, we had talked about, what would you guys do if you guys were in this dilemma? You are a conductor on a train. You lose control of your train. You have two options, either go left or right, but either option you choose, you have someone in a vehicle. On the left-hand side, you had one person inside the vehicle. On the right-hand side, you had 10 people in the vehicle. No matter what decision you make, one of them is going to be lost. Which one would you choose, right? So I want to put a twist on this. And actually, Red, I think I'm gonna call you Red now. I think that's you. My nickname is Nene, so I gotta come up with a nickname for you. So I'm gonna call you Red. I think Red's gonna be a good name. And he had came up with this, and I was like, hey, I like the concept. Just bring it. He had a twist saying, okay, what if your spouse or significant other was in one vehicle and your child was in the other one? Oh my God, mind blowing. Like that decision right there, like what would you choose, right? And I saw some of your comments in the comment section about what you guys would choose, but I want to know, what decision would you make? What decision would you make? Would you go left or would you go right? On the left-hand side, you have your significant other, your spouse, your partner, and on the right-hand side, you have your child. But you can only choose one. Who you saving? Which way you going? Let me know in the comment section. I want to know your thoughts. This is Night with Nyomi. I thank you guys so much for coming on and watching with me. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Until next time, see you soon. Well, the lights might dim, but the vibes don't stop. Catch you next time on Nights with Nyomi. Bye.